Slick talker since a jet. Wintertime, all the time, ooh, yeah. Look at the way that I move, swag. Disrespectful and I'm rude, okay. I had cocaine in the school. Winter one hell of a kid. I am smoking gas, jogging mid. I'm lit. What you doing? I done did. I swear. Slick talker since a jet. Finesse. I know that this what they want. Facts. Run up some money, I'm gone. I'm the truth like Ron.
Hey guys, DX What Ifs here, and today I'm bringing you part 3 of What If Naruto Was an Uchiha. And without further ado, let's get into this. Now that I've got that off my chest, will you please give us a higher rank mission? Hiruzen then looks at him with a saddened look and says, "Alright, Naruto, the mission will be assigned to your team tomorrow. I will inform Kakashi as soon as I can. Thank you, Hiruzen. Have a good day." He then storms out the door. As soon as Naruto leaves, Hiruzen holds his chest as if his heart was aching in pain. Then he begins tearing up and says to himself, "I'm sorry, Minato. I failed you." Alright, the next day, Team 7 make it to Hiruzen's office. All 4 come in with a greeting from Hiruzen. "Hello, Team 7. You came just in time. I'm suggesting Kakashi told you all about the escort mission?" "Sasuke. Yeah. Good. Oh, speaking of, here he comes now." Over a sudden, the smell of booze fills the room. Yes. Sorry. And there he was at the door, half drunk. "Are you seriously about to let a bunch of kids escort me? Ha 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 ha. They look as weak as ever." Tazuna says this as he takes another gulp of his alcoholic beverage. Naruto then places his hand on his blade, and in a flash, he slices Tazuna's bottle in half, then says, I didn't come here to get insulted by some low-life drunk. Now straighten up and let's go." Tazuna instantly got scared and took back his words. After, they all began to set out on their journey to protect the bridge builder. It's been about 2 hours since they left the village. Everything's going smoothly till Naruto and Kakashi spot something weird about a puddle they've stumbled across. "Sorry, I fucked up. Alright, let's get back into this." Naruto then says, "Wait. You sense that too then, huh?" "Of course. Their chakra control is so bad that their attempt to conceal themselves is embarrassing. The rest doesn't know what either of them are talking about until the demon brothers jump out and instantly go for Naruto." "Got you, kid." As he says this, they wrap their chains around him. Maizu, "Time to die." They then pull the chains, killing Naruto. They all are shocked and saddened by that sight. But it wasn't real. Naruto's too much of a badass to just die like that. So, you'll see. Sasuke, "No, that idiot." Sakura, he can't be dead. That's not possible." They can't believe someone as strong as him got killed so easily. Sasuke then grows angry all of a sudden and jumps in the air, pulling out a kunai and a shuriken. Y'all know where this is going. He then throws the shuriken at their chain and pins it to a tree using the kunai. Landing on the gauntlets. He proceeds to kick both of them in their face, disconnecting the chains. As soon as they break, Maizu dashes straight for Kakashi and Gozu goes for the bridge builder. Sakura is still crying over her friend's death, not paying attention. Her head shoots up as she sees Gozu closing on both of them. She stands up and shields herself to protect Tazuna, and out of nowhere, a flock of crows begin to surround the area, catching Gozu's attention. By the way, Kakashi fucked up Maizu already, so y'all gotta worry. He's already pinned to the tree. Anyway, Gozu then jumps back. The flock gets bigger, gathering in front of Sakura. Then it starts to form someone. It can't be. Not now. And in this one, Sasuke knows about a summoning. Anyway, that little show off. No. Sorry, I messed up on that one. That little show off. The crows then form into Naruto. This shocks Sasuke, Sakura, and Tazuna. They can't believe that he's still alive. But how? I thought you... Hold your tears, Sakura. I'm alive, so you don't have to cry anymore. She then runs over to Naruto and embracing him while crying. Naruto puts one hand over her waist, comforting her. Gozu then says, "Oh, how touching. Gag me. The sight of this sob fest makes me sick." Naruto then glares at Gozu, sending chills down his spine. Then he turns to Sakura, placing his hand on her face, wiping tears from her eyes, and then says, "Sakura, let me handle this for a second." His eyes then get cold as he turns to look at Gozu. She then unwraps her arms from around his neck and says, "Okay." He then walks slowly towards Gozu. This cocky little bastard. Gozu then rushes at Naruto. Naruto's still walking. Gozu approaches with the left hook, trying to impale him. Naruto then crouches, placing his hand on the ground, dodging the attack. In the other hand, black lightning starts to form into his chest. Then he thrusts his hand through Gozu's chest. In his hand. I'm sorry, my fault. Gozu has a look of shock on his face as he feels Naruto's arm through his chest. You made someone I hold dear cry. Now this is your punishment. He then pulls his hand out of Gozu's chest. Gozu falls to the ground. He misses heart, so he's not dead. He then proceeds to drag him over to the tree. He just wanted him to feel pain. Anyway, he drags him over to the tree and tie him up along with his brother. He uses his Kekkei to heal the hole in his chest. Gozu regains his consciousness. He looks to see Naruto face to face with them. Naruto then asks, Why were you trying to kill the bridge builder? I'm not going to tell you anything. I'm not going to tell you anything. No? Okay. Black dust begins to form a kunai, and Naruto thrusts it into Gozu's shoulder. You think torture is gonna make me talk? No. I just wanted to do that. But I know what will. Oh, really? What might that be? Naruto closes his eyes, activating his Fox Sharingan. Gozu gets scared because of his orange flowing eyes that resembles the Nine Tails. He has a shocked look on his face, but didn't get to say anything because he was put in the cage with Kurama. A few minutes of Kurama killing him over and over again. Naruto releases the Genjutsu. Gozu shoots up with the look of fear, breathing heavily. You want to talk? Sorry. You want to talk now? I'm high as fuck, so it's gonna sound... Oh, okay, sorry. Anyway. Okay. Just don't do that again. Please. Naruto gets answers out of him, then proceeds to knock him out, leaving him and his brother. He then glares at Tazuna. Tazuna jumps scarcely. Naruto begins to ask, is this really a C-rank mission? Tazuna begins to sweat. Naruto continues. So it's not. I figured. You were willing to risk other people's lives to save your own skin. Couldn't expect anything less from a drunk. Naruto, that's enough. Naruto then scoffs and goes to lean on the tree, while Kakashi begins to ask him more questions. Sasuke then approaches him. Hey, dope. What was up with those crows? Wow, I was expecting you to yell that question. Just tell me, damn it. All right. He begins to explain to Sasuke what happened that night when he first became a crow summoner. Wow, I heard you killed those people, but I thought they were lying. I didn't expect you to do that. Why do you think I was gone from the academy for so long? Makes sense now. Sorry. He begins to walk back to Kakashi. Sasuke then proceeds to walk back to Kakashi, but then it stops. I know why you asked. Itachi, isn't it? Sasuke then looks and glares at Naruto enraged. He runs over and pins him against the tree. How do you know? How do you know him? Tell me. They all look towards the commotion. Sasuke, calm down. Naruto then begins to say, I'll tell you, but you have to calm down first. You're wrinkling my vest. Sasuke scoffs and lets go. Thank you. Now, I can't tell you as of this moment, but once we have one-on-one time, I'll explain everything to you. Sasuke thinks before saying, fine, but after this, you will tell me. I promise. They then walk over to the rest of their team as Tazona finishes his sob story. Kakashi then says, even though you lied, I see no problem in finishing this. Tazona then thanks Kakashi and they all continue to escort him. As they continue to walk, a white bunny hopped out of a bush. This surprises Naruto and Sasuke and Kakashi. Naruto and Sasuke throw the kunai down at the bunny, killing it. Sakura then did a high-pitched screech while covering her face. Then she scolds them. Why would you guys do that to that poor bunny? How heartless can you two be? Sasuke, whatever. I do apologize. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I do apologize. I didn't know you would care so much. Well, now you got... I'm sorry. Well, now you do. Jeez, you're so dense. She then storms off ahead. He looks at her with a pleasant smile as she walks. Kakashi then creeps behind him and asks, are you gonna hit that? Bro, we're 12. But you are gonna hit that, right? I see how you look at her. Naruto then sighs in annoyance because of Kakashi's pervertedness, then says, I plan on it. Kakashi then chuckles and says, young love. Shut up, Kakashi. As he looks back at Sakura, he hears rustling in the bushes and Kakashi yells, get down, Sakura! She then turns as she sees a big-ass blade getting closer to her neck. Damn it! Naruto says as he rushes grabbing her just in time. Like, so OP. Anyway, she then says before passing out from shock, why is it always you? Why can't Sasuke save me for once? This makes Naruto feel a slight heartache. That nigga know he feeling that shit. Anyway, he puts her down and looks at the source of this incident. They all see one of the seven ninja swordsmen, Zabuza. Then he says, ninja art, hidden mist jutsu. They all get surrounded by mist, but Naruto used his dark chakra to blow the mist away. He then hears Zabuza from behind. Oh, so you're the Black Fox. I've heard a lot about you. We could have worked together one day, but it's too bad you're gonna die. Zabuza then side slashes at Naruto, sorry. Naruto turns to the side at a very quick pace using chakra to make himself stick to the ground while leaning back, dodging his attack. You know how Naruto got up when he was in the fighting Sasuke in the valley at the end? But he's doing it more like in a creative, it looks like a technique of dodging, like on some nice nut. He did it anyway. Sorry. Anyway, alright. Zabuza is shocked at this boy's creativeness and reflexes. Naruto then shoots up, sidestepping away from Zabuza. facing towards him as he slides in the water. Sasuke and Kakashi both appear next to Naruto, ready for a fight. Zabuza then performs water clone jutsu and 6 clones appear. You're all outmatched. Now stay still and let me kill you. Zabuza's clones rush towards them. Sasuke taking on 2, and so are Naruto and Kakashi. They took them out with ease and proceeded to engage Zabuza. Zabuza spins once, blowing a powerful gust of wind, blowing Sasuke back. Naruto and Kakashi approach Zabuza and overpowers him with taijutsu. Kakashi punches him in the gut, pushing him back while Naruto jumps over Kakashi, kicking Zabuza in the face. Zabuza saves himself from landing on the ground with a back flip. But as soon as he lands, Naruto meets him from behind, grabbing his arms and knees. Grabbing his arms and knees him in the back. He holds him while his body is limp from that knee. Kakashi begins to charge his Chidori and begins to rush at Zabuza. But as he gets close, two Zenbone punctures Zabuza in the neck, killing him on the spot. Then someone with a mask appears and says, "I'm sorry, I was assigned to eliminate this rogue ninja. I'll be taking him now." Kakashi and Naruto knew something was up, but decided to leave them be. He then flickers away, and you'll know why Naruto's being so lenient on them later. Anyway, he then body flickers away with Zabuza. After Naruto goes to pick up Sakura, who's still passed out, he then says, "Let's move before another distraction comes." Hey, that's my line. A few more hours pass, and they make it to Tazuna's house. Inari runs and hugs his grandpa. He's happy that he's returned. Naruto then signals Sasuke to come with him. He then says to Kakashi, "Me and Sasuke are gonna go train for a bit. We won't be able to guard Tazuna while he builds the bridge for today. Don't worry. As soon as Sakura wakes up, me and her will handle it. Just be back by nightfall." Naruto nods, then both boys walk out the door. They both walk into the forest and sees a perfect spot for training. They then proceed to the spot, but Sasuke suddenly stops. We didn't come out here to train, did we?" Yes, Sasuke's taken aback by this and says, "But I thought you weren't going to train me." "I did say that, but I didn't say anything about training with you. This actually made Sasuke a little happy inside, hearing this from Naruto. Then Naruto says, "But before we do that, we have something to discuss. We have something we need to discuss, don't we?" Right. They then climb up a tree and sit on the branch. Then they both begin to talk. "So, tell me how you know my brother Itachi." I crossed paths with him once. I heard about the Uchiha massacre, and during my travels, I seen him wearing a black robe with red clouds, with 2 others as well, a sharp person and a yellow-haired man. I spotted them jumping through the trees above me. They couldn't spot me because I had all my chakra concealed. I was basically invisible to them. Okay, so you got any leads on them? I know they're currently after the Jinchuriki, but I don't know why, and they're gonna wait a while to attack. I sent one of my crows to spy on them, and that's all I got. They randomly closed the conversation. They must have sensed me somehow. Someone in there must be really skilled. Sorry, that's not how Naruto fucking talks in this one. Anyway, they randomly closed the conversation. They must have sensed me somehow. Someone in there must be really skilled. They both go silent for a moment. Then Sasuke says, "Tell me, what do they have to do with you? I'm gonna tell you something that you keep between me and you. Okay, just spill it. I'm the holder of the 9 tails. Sasuke then shoots a look of shock at Naruto. You're probably gonna look at me different from here on out, and I don't mind. Sasuke regains composure, then cuts him off. Who said I was gonna look at you any different? Who cares if you have a monster inside of you? Naruto then grits his teeth about to scold Sasuke, but then, calm down, kid. I don't care what that Itachi said about me. Remember what I told you. Use your emotion. Don't let it use you. Yes, Kurama. But I'm glad you're awake. After you upgraded my Sharingan, you stopped talking to me over a sudden. Kid, that took a lot out of me. I had to go into deep sleep because fusing my power with that Sharingan almost drained my life force. But don't worry, you didn't harm me in any way. Good. I'm glad you're okay. We'll talk more after I'm done with Sasuke. Alright, kid. Back in the real world. Naruto! Sorry. I was in my mindscape talking to Kurama. Kurama? You named the 9 tails? No. He's a living being just like us. And like all beings, they are given names by their creator. What? You assumed he had popped out of thin air? I didn't mean anything by it, so calm down. I am calm. I'm just trying to prove my point. Anyway, if they're after Kurama, I'm afraid they have to die. Sorry. I can take them by myself, but it wouldn't be fair to you. So I'm suggesting we do it together. Sasuke thinks about this. He doesn't want anyone interfering in his path to get his revenge, but he'll accept if they're strong. Alright, but we'll have to do this soon. I can't wait to kill that bastard Itachi. Naruto thinks about the last time when Sasuke asked him to train. He decided to put that moral to the side just this once. Hey Sasuke. Yeah? Maybe I will consider training you. Sasuke was surprised at this. If we're going to do this, I need you to be in proper shape. Right now, they might kill you. Sasuke is bothered by this, but understands he needs to get stronger. Alright, so can we start now? Sorry. Alright, so when can we start training? Right now. Right now. Out of nowhere, 2 clones of Naruto grab Sasuke from the back of his collar, throwing him off the branch. Sasuke flips and lands. The clones jump off the branch. The clones jump off the branch and proceeds to engage Sasuke. He couldn't stand a chance. Naruto's clones wouldn't give him time to breathe. Punch after kick, non-stop. Naruto saw this was a little too much for him. The clones then disappear as Sasuke falls to his hands and knees, panting heavily. Naruto then walks up to him and lends a hand. Sorry, I only did that to see where you stood. It's alright. It took me by surprise, that's all. Naruto helps him up. Sasuke wipes the blood from his nose. And then Naruto begins to say, Alright, now that I know where you're at, the real training begins. They then train the whole day till nightfall. Sasuke is panting on the ground, above him without a scratch. Sasuke panting on the ground, lying on his back, Naruto is standing above him without a scratch. He begins to help Sasuke to his feet, then asks, Alright, that's enough for today. It's getting dark and Kakashi told us to be back by then. Sasuke is unable to speak because of the exhaustion and pain he feels. Naruto then realizes he can't walk. He then puts him on his back instead. Sasuke was hesitant to clench onto Naruto, but strangely felt comfortable because this moment reminded him of the good times with Itachi. He then falls asleep while Naruto walks. It was like a little good, pleasant moment for him, Like, he wanted to think back for a moment. And that made him comfortable, so, he fell asleep. Anyway, Naruto looks at Sasuke with a pleasant smile and thinks, "It's like my little brother." He thought of Sasuke as the brother he never had, a very stubborn little brother, but a brother nonetheless. A few hours go by, and they arrive at Tazuna's. Everyone is at the table eating dinner. Naruto walks in. Naruto walks in, and they see Naruto carrying Sasuke. Oh, I'm sorry. I was switching perspective. Sorry. Everyone is at the table eating. Naruto and Sasuke walk in, and they see the door open, and they see Naruto carrying Sasuke. Sorry, I had a brain fuck. Sorry. Sakura shoots up and yells, "What happened to mine?" "Stop yelling. He's sleeping. He was just undergoing my training. Your precious Sasuke is fine. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm going to put him to bed now." Naruto then proceeds to take Sasuke to their room. Sakura was kind of sad because she thinks she upset him. Kakashi, on the other hand, was surprised to see that fantasy walk through the door. But then he thinks, "Well, he didn't make an impression on me. Life can be full of surprises." He then continues eating his meal magically through his mask. Tsunami thought it was pretty cute. Not when Kakashi was eating. Not when we saw Naruto and Sasuke walk in with Naruto and Sasuke walk in like that. Anyway, Tazuna was a little tipsy at the table and didn't even see it. Naruto then comes downstairs and joins them at the table. Inari thinks about how battered Sasuke looked and thought about his father and how hard he worked. But then he begins to cry because all that hard work didn't pay off in the end. He then says, Why do you guys work so hard? Sorry. Why do you guys work? I'm sorry. They made him sound so bratty. Like, it's funny. Sorry. Why do you guys work so hard to train when it doesn't even matter? Gato's got a whole army, and he'll give all of you. I'm sorry. And he'll kill all of you. That's how it works. The strong stay on top while the weak are trampled under their feet. Sorry, that shit was so funny. Anyway, relax, Inari. No, shut up. You don't have to worry about these types of situations because you don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like to suffer and be treated like dirt. I'm afraid I do, kid. I've experienced it my whole life. Inari was taken aback by what Naruto said. Then he continues. But do you see me crying about it? No. You don't, do you? Do you know why I'm not crying about it? Because emotions make you weak. And right now, that's all I see. A weak, pathetic little boy crying and complaining about things that are meaningless as of this moment. Naruto, that's enough. He's just a kid. Naruto scoffs and gets up and puts his hands in his pocket, walking off to his room. Oh, Naruto, he'll be fine. Should have known that wouldn't have sat well with him. Inari then begins to cry, running outside. Kakashi then gets up, walking after her. He makes it to the door, then sees Inari at the end of the dock. He proceeds to sit next to him. No, Naruto's life wasn't that dandy. He went through all the trials of being an outcast. He knows what it's like. He knows how it feels. Inari stays silent. Kakashi then says, Your grandfather told us about your father, and I understand where your pain comes from. But Naruto but Naruto was in the same boat. He had no one to call father nor mother, but he never cried or sulked about it. He's always kept a level head and doesn't let things get to him. He knows what it means to be strong, just like your father did. Inari then looks at Kakashi with inspiration. After they go inside and get ready for bed. Alright, the next day, Naruto gets woken up by glass breaking and screaming. He shoots up instantly, grabbing his katana. He rushes downstairs. Sorry for my sniffling. He rushes downstairs and sees two men cornering Tsunami and Inari. He quickly unsheaths his sword and dashes at a blinding speed and slashes through both of them. They then fall to the ground, spilling blood all on the floor as Naruto puts his blade in the sheath. Tsunami was shocked that a 12-year-old possessed that type of power. I'm sorry that you had to witness that, but he couldn't let them kill you. It's okay. We're used to stuff like that. But, your clothes. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll get dressed right away. Tsunami then thinks to herself, he looks more like a young man than a young boy. Sees that he's ripped and well-toned. She wonders what his life is like because he is too mature to be a 12-year-old. She then says to herself, this must have been forced on him. Mom, what are you talking about? Oh, nothing, sweetie. Naruto is now upstairs getting dressed. Then he feels a random chill go down his spine. Something's not right. He then gets dressed quicker and wakes Sasuke. Sasuke is drained, cause that training he put him through drained him. So anyway, he wakes up and says, what time is it? We have to go now. I feel like something's happening at the bridge. Sasuke then gets up and gets dressed, and they both head out. They begin hopping from tree to tree till they finally arrive at the bridge. They both don't like what they see. Sakura is trapped in Haku's ice mirrors, and Zabuza is strangely going toe-to-toe with Kakashi, and this shocks them. Naruto then instantly rushes for the ice mirrors and says, incineration. Then out of nowhere, a dome of grayish-black fire surrounds Sakura and explodes outwards, completely protecting Sakura. Anyway. The ice mirrors break and Haku comes flying out a little burnt because he didn't put too much power behind it. Sakura was scared, so she closed her eyes, flinching the whole time it was happening. She thought her life was over. She suddenly opens her eyes and sees Naruto walking towards Haku. She is relieved that Naruto made it just in time, but was sad that it wasn't Sasuke who saved her. Fucking whatever. Naruto approaches Haku. He then utters, I'm so sorry. I failed you, master. Naruto becomes ashamed of what he's about to do to him. He then pulls his blade from behind and stabs him. Fuck. Haku, the image of Haku being female is burnt in my brain. I can't get over it. Anyway, and stabs him through the heart. Sakura was shocked at Naruto because she saw no hesitation in him. She then grows an interest to know more about Naruto and his life because she sees that ever since they've been on the same team, he hasn't been acting like himself. Like, he's been showing more emotion. In Naruto's situation, that's bad. Anyway, but she pushes it aside and worries about Sasuke. Sasuke is currently helping out Kakashi, and he's surprisingly holding his own by Kakashi's side. He still needs a lot of work. Naruto decides to watch and see how his new student is doing. To the fight, Sasuke gets kicked in the stomach, knocking him back, while Kakashi rushes in with a punch. Zabuza blocks it with his sword and pushes him back, following with a downward slash. He jumps back, dodging the attack. Sasuke jumps in the air, forming hand signs, and says, Fire style, fireball jutsu! As a huge fireball shoots from Sasuke, Zabuza blocks it with with the sword. His hand is burning from the highly heated metal, but it's somehow not affecting him. Kakashi wonders what happened to them after they escaped. Zabuza then swings full force, knocking the fireball back at them. They both sidestep out of the way as the fireball explodes in the water. Zabuza then says, "Wow, I didn't know it had this much power behind it. This was a good choice." Kakashi senses an odd chakra signature from Zabuza, then thinks that must be the source of his power boost. But what is it? I'm gonna say this now. Y'all not gonna know anything about this anytime soon. Anyway, Zabuza then rushes towards them. Kakashi and Sasuke starts to rush towards Zabuza. They meet and start battling it out. Back to Naruto. Naruto is sitting there watching them. Naruto is standing there watching them. He's very impressed with Sasuke's progression in just a day. He then looks back to see Sakura running towards him. He scoffs and looks back at the battle. Sakura sees this and gets saddened and slows down. She walks next to Naruto and asks, "Why aren't you helping?" "Because it would be over in an instant. Plus, Sasuke needs the extra practice." So you're helping him now?" "Yeah, we've gotten close. I trust him." "Well, do you trust me?" "We barely have a relationship because you're always attached to Sasuke. So no, I don't trust you." Oh. Sakura holds her head down, saddened because of his response. She doesn't know why she got so saddened, but then turns her attention to the battle. Kakashi and Sasuke finally manage to make Zabuza slip up. Sasuke fires another fireball, and Zabuza blocks it once more. "You still think that this will work? You're a naive little brat, aren't you?" After he says this, he feels an arm go through his chest from behind. He looks behind to see Kakashi. "But how?" He then looks at the Kakashi he sees in front of him melt into water. "Damn. Guess we did it for nothing after all." Kakashi pulls his arm. In this one, Zabuza actually cared for Haku. Because I liked how the ending went, and I just wanted them, to have a good relationship from in this what if, like, that was so beautiful. Anyway, Kakashi pulls his arm out of Zabuza. Zabuza used the last of his life to crawl to Haku. He then begins to tear up next to Haku. A bright sunshine and snow starts to surround the both of them. He puts his hand on his cheek and says, "I'm sorry, Haku, for everything." And after he takes his last breath, Kakashi felt that a little. Naruto and Sakura both walk over to them. "And you were just watching why?" Naruto ignores. "Sorry. Oh, no. Sorry. And you were just watching why?" "Sorry. I was thinking of something else. I'm high as hell. Anyway, I wanted to see what Sasuke learned during our training session, and I'm quite impressed." "I don't need your approval, dope." Well, I'm giving it to you anyway. You deserve it. You did well." Sasuke didn't show it, but that made him feel good. After Naruto sensed an army coming. "Oh, those two are dead, huh? Well, that's good for me, at least. I don't have to pay them anymore. Well, it's not like I was going to in the first place, so I thank you for that. But now, I'm afraid it's time to die." "So you're the one who put them up to this? If so, perhaps I should let you know. Your life will come to a conclusion as of today." Naruto has grown angry. This is what I'm talking about when I say it's bad for him to get emotional. Anyway, Nobody wants Naruto to get angry. Darkness starts to leak from Naruto. His hair gets longer. His eyes turn to the nine tails while the outline is pitch black. His skin starts to turn black as well. His black nails shoot out like blades. He then utters in a demonic tone, "You took advantage of them. You used them. You hurt them. They were killed because of you. Now their blood is on our hands. And it's all your fault." Naruto is now consumed by hatred for Gato. Kurama lets this happen because even he knows that built-up emotion needs to be released sometimes. All of them are looking at the demon standing in front of them in shock. They were all worried and scared for Naruto. They didn't know what was happening to him except for Kakashi. Don't do anything to interfere. When he's like this, do not approach him until it's over. Do you understand? They both nod, still shaking from the bloodlust Naruto is emitting uncontrollably. Kakashi can handle it because Naruto put a little seal of his own onto Kakashi. It makes him immune to bloodlust. This was a precaution for whenever Naruto gets like this. Tears rolling down his eyes, anger in his face. Naruto has a special ability of his own. It's to feel how pure a soul is. Naruto is a special character in this one. Special. Anyway. And he knows how pure those two were. He knows that they could have been something more than just mercenaries to be used and done with, just like he was. They could have been more than just enemies, and this saddened him. He killed people with innocence, and it was all Gato's fault. And it was all because of Gato. Naruto dashes at a minimum so they all could see their deaths happening before their eyes. Gato runs behind his army in fear of what's coming for him. Naruto then engages and rips through every single one of Gato's fodder, tearing them limb from limb while his team looks in horror. He's not Naruto as of this moment. You're seeing a demon in the flesh ready to be appointed by Satan's side. He leaves Gato alive and says, "I know where those two went. I know how pure their souls were. They have a spot beyond the gates of the heavens. Us, however, God can't accept tainted souls like ours. Our place is hell. Our place in hell is confirmed. But you will be in the deepest part of it, burning with the rest of the fallen." Then he pauses and stares at him, with eyes to paralyze you with fear. Gato then screams, "You're a demon!" "Oh yes, I know that for a fact." He then rushes at Gato, slashing, gashes in every part of his body. Gato then collapses on the floor because of the immense pain he's feeling. Naruto stands over him while Gato pleads for his life. "This is how it's going to be in the part where you're stationed. Every second is going to be filled with agonizing pain. I'm getting you ready now, so when I kill you, you'll be prepared." He then proceeds to repeatedly slash at Gato's gut, mutilating his insides. Gato's life starts to drain from him, but Naruto wouldn't let him go. He pours his chakra inside of him, making sure he stays alive for every second of his torture. Gato screams and pleads, but he ignores. Gato tries to grab his hair to pull him off, but Naruto clamps down on him, biting his hand off. Gato couldn't take it. He felt like the pain was driving him insane. Naruto then starts to puncture holes in his upper body, stabbing him with his hands like daggers. Sakura is burying her face in Kakashi's just because she couldn't take the sight. Sasuke is at his knees. He can't believe this is his friend. Kakashi saw this before. Kakashi went on one mission as a mercenary with Naruto to see how his life is like. But on this one, the enemy crossed his line. This exact sight he is looking at was burnt into his brain ever since then. Naruto. Nothing but terror in Naruto's wake. Naruto then gets up drenched in blood with Gato barely alive. Naruto's chakra is draining from him rapidly. He then says, Now, you are ready. He then punctures Gato's heart, killing him on the spot. He sits there with his hand through his chest, looking into the eyes of Gato's dead corpse. He begins to deform slowly. It starts to rain as he takes his hand out of his chest and gets up. Sakura begins to try to look at the sight. Kakashi shoves her head back in his chest and says, "No, wait until we leave. Do not look at this sight. Do you understand?" She then begins to cry in fear. Sasuke is at a loss for words. He couldn't believe that was really Naruto. Kakashi then begins to tell Sasuke, I'm gonna go talk to Naruto. Take Sakura and make sure she doesn't see any more of this. I don't think she could take it." Sasuke then musters the courage to get up and proceeds with his task. Naruto is standing with his head down while the rain washes all the blood off his body. Kakashi then approaches Naruto. Silence fills the area while they listen to the sound of rain. Kakashi then says, Come on, let's go. We gotta get back to guarding Tajima. Sasuke will be back soon." Naruto sits there silent. Kakashi continues, "No, because of you, after today, I'm not coming back until I get this under control. And plus, I have to leave anyway." Kakashi then begins to get saddened, but doesn't show it and continues, "You'll be booked as a rogue ninja if you go through with this. It doesn't matter. I have to go whether I like it or not. I made a deal with that demon, and I can't go back on it, or I'm done." Look, Naruto is not a demon. He's not. He just made a deal with a demon for power. That's how Kurama actually recommended it for him, because he's seen that his progress was so good that he would be able to handle this particular task. You'll see in the next episode. But anyway, Kakashi couldn't think of any other excuse to get him to stay. He then says, "Well, good luck. I'll inform Hiruzen. Thank you. I'll be okay. You don't have to worry." "Who said I was worrying, brat? Get lost, and you better come back." "Whatever, geezer. I do what I want. Tell them I'll be back soon. I'll miss you guys a lot." "I'll miss you too, Naruto." And soon after, Naruto fades from Kakashi's vision as his own darkness consumes him. Kakashi then says to himself, "You better come back, kid." Tazuna passed out from overwhelming fear. He couldn't handle anything he was looking at. Kakashi then carries him back to his home. He gets there and sees Sasuke, Inari, and Tsunami at the table. They all rapidly look at the door to see Kakashi. Sasuke then asks nervously, "Where's Naruto?" "I'll tell you all tomorrow morning. Right now, I'm not in the mood. Get some sleep. The mission is over for today." Kakashi then takes Tazuna to his room as Tsunami and Inari follow behind, worried. Sasuke was not pleased with his reaction. He begins to worry about Naruto. After that, they all begin to go to bed. They all get ready, wrap up and go to bed. Anyway, the next day, Kakashi gathers them all in the kitchen before heading out. I gathered you all here this morning to tell you all that Naruto won't be coming back with us." They all get shocked at what Kakashi said. "What you three saw, Naruto didn't want any of you to experience. That was him at his lowest point of control. That's him letting his emotions out. That's why he always has to keep a cool head. He gets overwhelmed. He loses control. He left because he has to deal with that fault and get it under control. But he will be back, right?" Sakura begins to choke. He will, but not for a while. May even take years." They then begin to tear up as the thought of not having Naruto around. Tear up at the thought of not having Naruto around. How could he leave without saying goodbye? That loser. Tazuna and his family were sad for them. Naruto was not as open. Naruto wasn't open like that with them. So they didn't really have, you know what I'm saying, that emotional tag with them. But they were glad he helped them and all that. Anyway, Tazuna and his family were sad for them. After a while, they then leave to guard Tazuna once more. Alright. And that will be it for this one. Alright, so basically they all everything that happens from there on out happens. Like Sasuke still gets bitten because in this and after the aftermath of, all right, I'm gonna explain the aftermath of after Naruto left. So Sasuke started getting brutish again. He was even more mad because Naruto didn't even come by to let them know. So that made his hatred like spiral. Someone that he actually started to care about left him, and that made his hatred spiral. Like that hurt him. And as for Sakura, she goes she gets a little saddened and a little unmotivated lately because, you know, Naruto left. She was starting to feel something, you feel me? But she's still blinded by, you know, my Sasuke and shit like that, because you know how cool she thinks he is. But Kakashi went back to being the regular Kakashi because he never acted like that with anybody but Naruto. Naruto touched him, and like what I was to say, he got away with words. Like he got away with people. Like he gotta, you know what I'm saying? He's just that dude. Anyway, and yeah. Everything else that happens until like it's gonna be a 4-year time skip. So they were 12. Yeah, he's 16. He came back when he was 16. 16 years old. But I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into that in the next part. But just know that from there, when Naruto left and up to 4 years, when all the bullshit started happening, my son Gara became Kage, and then the Kakashi started making a move. Yeah, from right there. But correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't watched it in a minute. But correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, from right there, it happens the same. Everything happens the same, but this time it's just with Sai. Sai will be the replacement. Then Sasuke still ends up leaving. Then they become a 3-man. You know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, share, subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you all guys in the next part. Bye.